So this is one of the Harvard lakes. Real pretty. Love that grass in there. It's almost like, looks like rice, but I don't imagine they have rice here. Looking up on the mountain, I can see the sun shining, but it's raining on us now. Really pretty. The lake is almost crystal clear. I bet you could see the fish in there if I could get close enough, if there are any fish left. Well, time to get going. Well, I think this is a wild geranium. I'll double check. First one I've seen. Look how delicate and what a pretty color those petals are. So what do you do at lunchtime when it's been raining for 3 days? Why, you dry all your stuff out, of course. Nick's almost done drying it. Amazing here in Colorado. Within an hour, stuff's dry. Wish that were true at home in humid Houston. So we're gonna come on up this and cross over that. It's only a mile and a half away. It's only 1,000 feet. How bad could it possibly be? Well, in the meantime, this is Mount Yale, and we get to check out this beautiful meadow, all the willows and all. It's been great. Well, Nick and I climbed the other side of that, down, up this, and so on. We were way out here at the end, and we've done a 3,500 foot climb over 3.5 miles. So coming around slowly. This is the glacial cirque. There was a glacier there. There was another up above, and that is Mount Yale. Tried to climb that years ago with the scouts. I'm so glad that we didn't, because that would have been difficult to get up. It's 2,000 feet elevation, and that's 2 miles away. Right now we're down in there just sort of resting. I don't know how to rest. That peak is not named, although it's probably 13,000 easily. Coming around, that's Mount Princeton. Tonight, Nick and I are going to go down 3,500 feet to the bottom and camp. And then tomorrow we'll climb up and hopefully walk along the contours. We won't get to climb it from this side, but this whole area is just spectacular. Well, Colorado is so confusing with the trees and so on. So this is a south-facing slope, and it's got sagebrush and wax currant and so on it. And we look across the valley, and it's quaking aspen and firs. Well, good morning. Hope everybody's having a great day. I am loving Colorado this morning because today it was 45 degrees when I got up, not 35 degrees. Big thumbs up there. That was nice. And then we had a sunny spot. We're at the middle Cottonwood Creek. So that was really nice, sleeping right next to the creek all night. No condensation in my tent. And this morning when the sun was on the campsite, it was like quickly 50, 55. So that was great to get up and get going. I'm excited because we're headed towards Mount Princeton Hot Springs Resort. And I understand that for $10, we can take a shower and they'll give us a towel. So, yeah, it's a good thing that, you know, Apple hasn't invented smell-o-vision yet, because, yeah, I smell. So it's probably time for a shower. So we're still doing well. Nick has got some horrific blisters. He's got like big toe, pinky toe, heel, both feet. Man, it's, I don't know how he keeps doing it. He's just toughing it out. He's hurting every step. I'm doing good. My back is frustrating me a little bit, but you know, we're going to make it on. about 3 miles to a nice overlook, they tell me. About 12 miles still to the resort, and we'll go from there. Not too much to report. It did not rain last night. It has rained 3 days in a row. Yesterday was nice. It only rained off and on after having rained all night long. So all the creeks are flowing. That's good. But there's mud everywhere. And setting your tent up in the mud is never a good time. But enough of the boring stuff. Hope everybody else's life is going well. I'll try to find some cool plants to talk about, but I haven't seen anything yet today. Sometimes you got to get down. And so there's a little small plant. And it's got these cute little yellow flowers. They're all little spikes. I believe this is called rocket. Well, here's a cute little something. Look at these almost pine needle-like leaves. You'll love the name of this. Flat top goldenrod. Well, Nick and I finally made it to the viewpoint. We're looking down in the Arkansas River Valley. That is kind of the suburb of Buena Vista there. It's Highway 24. You go up that, way up here. That is actually Pikes Peak. That's how much I can zoom in. So that is a long, long way away. Coming back a little bit and around, that is Black Mountain, but it's only 11,600 feet. And on down the valley. It is really pretty. Nice to break out of the trees once in a while. And then that is the approach ridge going up Mount Princeton from the other side.
It's nice to see some wildlife, I must say.
Yeah, nice black-tailed.
Yeah, look up here.
Mule deer, yeah.
Look up here, Mama. Please, I want to get your face in my photo.
There we go.
There we go.
Nice to see some deer. So Nick and I have really lucked out today. This is our campsite for the night. We're at Bootleg Campground, which I guess there used to be a Fiat or what have you, but it's all been kind of let go. We have this lovely sitting area for the firing. We have 2 picnic tables. Unfortunately, one of them is rotting. We have this awesome bear box so that we don't have to worry about our food tonight. I've got a site just slightly up on the hill, and Nick is up there somewhere. So how awesome is that? And so the awesome absolutely keeps coming today. We had a wonderful 13-mile hike all the way down to Princeton Hot Springs. And when we hit the paved road, a car came by. I put my thumb out, and the kid picked us up and drove us all the way over to the resort. So that saved us 2.5 miles of walking on a paved road. Very bad walking on a paved road. Then we walked up to the front gate of one of the pools, and we said, "Hey, we're 2 hikers. We'd like to get a shower." And the girl at the counter goes, "Yeah, sure, come on in. Here's a towel." And for free. Oh, that was awesome. I mean, really. It should have been like $10, but instead they were really, really busy today. And I guess she was like, "Here, just go ahead and get out of my way." There was a high school brought their entire senior class up, and they were bonding or something today. It was great. So, they left us alone. We got in and did our thing. So Nick and I got to clean our laundry and get actually clean. And then we're hanging around at the general store. And a woman from Brazil is standing there. And I go over and say, "Hey, could you give us a ride maybe 2 miles up?" She goes, "Oh, I don't have a car. But my boyfriend will be here in 15 minutes and he has a car. So she volunteered him. And so, boom, 2.5 miles on this, over to this great campsite. So overall, just by being friendly and smiling nice, and of course we smell a whole lot better this time for the second one, we avoided 5.5 miles of paved road walk. I am so excited. That was really, really great. It was a lot of fun for the day. And, it's not quite like hitchhiking because you get a chance to actually talk to somebody and kind of say, oh, they're crazy. We don't want to ride from them, or, gee, they're okay. And Nick, of course, every time there's somebody on the trail with a dog, he stops and talks for 10, 15, 20 minutes. But almost every single time they go do y'all need a ride? Do you need any food? Do you need water? What can I do for you? It's really great. Well, I don't know what tomorrow brings. Tomorrow is either a 15-mile day or a 21-mile day, depending upon, really Nick's feet, which are pretty messed up with a lot of blisters. But it's up to him, and we'll see how it all goes.